Angel Reese did things last night I'm not sure we've ever seen on a basketball court. I was like, is this real? Did this happen? Our Owls crushed the Rose BC, and Angel, well, she did some rather interesting things on the court. And Napheesa Collier, well, look now, one thing we could say, they are not afraid of Angel Reese and the Rose BC, because after hitting the game-winning shot, Napheesa had some real words towards Angel Reese.
Angel Reese did things last night I'm not sure we've ever seen on a basketball court. I was like, is this real? Did this happen? Angel Reese just delivered one of the most embarrassing performances of her career, and it wasn't just about the stats, it was about the way she completely fell apart on the court. From reckless play to unnecessary roughness, Reese put together a disaster-class performance that had everyone shaking their heads. The Lunar Owls crushed the Rose BC, and Angel, well, she did some rather interesting things on the court, and the FIACR, well, look now, one thing we could say, they are not afraid of Angel Reese and the Rose BC, because after hitting the game-winning shot, Napheesa had some real words towards Angel Reese. But the best part, Napheesa Collier had enough of Reese's antics and made sure to teach her a lesson in the most way possible. If you're looking for a master class in how to humble a trash talker, you're in the right place. Stick around, because we're breaking down every hilarious moment that exposed Angel Reese for what she really is, a player more focused on theatrics than actual basketball. And trust me, the numbers alone tell the whole story. Angel Reese looks like a very dirty move under the music basket. First spot draws to sling at Reese. Angel Reese came into this game with her usual bravado, acting like she was ready to take over, but within minutes it became painfully obvious that she was more interested in showboating than actually contributing to her team's success. Instead of playing smart, she spent the game trying to intimidate her opponents, throwing reckless passes and making one bad decision after another. She's going to go in, and then after she hits it, she's going to bark her head off at Angel Reese to shoot. Tig Smith matched up by Gray to the ball. Look at her, she's talking mad. Queen Angel Reese was on Napheesa Collier, giving her a bunch of frustrating bumps. Let's get into the numbers, because, well, they're downright hilarious. Reese turned the ball over 7 times. Yes, you read that right, 7 turnovers. These weren't just minor mistakes either. We're talking about some of the most ridiculous errors you'll ever see at the professional level. At one point, Reese threw the ball straight into the backboard, rebounded her own pass like she was playing a game of catch with herself, and then stood there looking confused as if she couldn't believe what just happened. Angel Reese rebounded her own pass. I saw this and was like, this can't be real. Reese thought she was playing dodgeball out there. Reese's overconfidence got the best of her as she took some of the most ridiculous shots imaginable, completely missing the mark. When she wasn't throwing up bricks, she was out there trying to play bully ball, constantly shoving and body-checking Napheesa Collier in an attempt to get in her head. Angel was 8 for 16 for 17 points, 10 boards last night, 7 damn turnovers. Nia Collier right here, 7 of 16. She had 16 points, 9 rebounds, but she had the most important thing, the game winner last night. But here's where the real fun begins. Instead of letting Reese's antics get to her, Collier did exactly what a real pro does. She stayed locked and focused on the game and completely exposed Reese for the fraud she is. Every time Reese tried to get physical, Collier responded the best way possible by torching her on the scoreboard. I mean, Angel Reese is out there looking like a UFC fighter. If you're a hoops fan, if you're a basketball fan and you watch this, I don't give a if you are Angel Reese fan, you can't tell me this is not egregious. They're doing everything they have to do to sell this league. Angel Reese's desperation reached a breaking point when she attempted one of the clumsiest defensive plays of the game, trying to muscle her way into position. She completely lost her footing and flopped to the ground like a bad actor in a low-budget movie. The best part, the refs weren't buying it. No whistle, no foul, just an embarrassing moment that had fans shaking their heads. Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball. Social media wasted no time roasting her for the ridiculous flop, with fans pointing out that for all her talk about being a physical player, she sure went down easy when it suited her. It was another brutal reminder that while Reese loves playing the villain, she doesn't exactly thrive when the pressure is on. Instead of stepping up and proving her dominance, she resorted to antics that only made her look more out of Place this as Angel Reese, the content creator side. It's pretty clear basketball is her top priority. I cannot imagine how anybody could view this athlete in any other way. It's clear basketball is front and foremost. This is all helping with things like shooting better from the field and missing layups. She has no rhythm, just like she can't make a layup. Practice layups only, fans incoming. Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier stayed locked and she didn't need to engage in the nonsense her performance spoke for itself. While Reese was flailing around trying to make headlines for all the wrong reasons, Collier was delivering bucket after bucket, proving exactly why she's one of the best in the game. Every time Reese tried to get under her skin, Collier responded with pure basketball excellence, and just when you thought Reese's night couldn't get any worse, she made one final laughable mistake. With a chance to help her team mount a comeback, she panicked under pressure and threw a pass straight into the hands of an opponent. Another turnover, another wasted possession, another moment of pure humiliation. I think Angel's more concerned about being an influencer content creator over being a better basketball player. This was her taking pictures, hanging out with some rappers and producers, etc. You think you could get a bucket in this format? Full court 3-on-3. You think I can get a bucket? Yeah. If Angel Reese on my team, yeah. Hell yeah. By the end of the game, the contrast between the two players was crystal clear. Collier was the definition of professionalism, poised, disciplined, and clutch. Reese, she was nothing more than an overhyped player who let her emotions get the best of her. It was a night to forget for Reese, but for fans who have been watching her antics all season, it was just more proof that she's nowhere near the superstar she claims to be. This loss wasn't just another game for Reese, it was an exposure of her reckless, undisciplined style of play while she's built her brand on trash talk and drama. Games like this show exactly why she's not in the same league as real stars like Collier or Caitlin Clark. The difference between talk and talent was put on full display, and Reese walked away with nothing but another embarrassing loss. You got to see this clip. One's down court with the basketball 3-4 steps ahead of everybody, has an easy layup and throws it to the girl behind her. No skills. So Lexi Hall's right here, right? She's going to come out here. She gets the ball, going to pass it in the Angel. Look at this, folks, that's Lexi Hall wide as open. Does she get the ball? Angel not only did not pass the ball back out to Lexi Hall, but she missed another freaking layups. Angel Reese never want to take responsibility for her mistakes, immediately went into damage control mode. Instead of acknowledging her reckless play and poor performance, she deflected, pointing fingers at everyone except herself, the refs, her teammates, the coaching staff, even the court itself. Everything was to blame except for the one person actually responsible for her disaster of a night. It was classic Reese behavior: act tough, play recklessly, and when things don't go her way, claim to be the victim to keep going. It's hard, like it is hard to live. My life isn't easy, and I don't want to get emotional, but like that's why I put the work in every day, cause like there are little girls that look up to me, there are the college girls that look up to me, and just being able to be inspiration every day, so that's why I just try to keep going through all the negativity. At 22 it's hard living this life, but I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I'm lucky to be around this group, and being here in Arrival has just been the best thing for me. Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier and the Lunar Owls were celebrating, rightfully so. Collier had done exactly what a true leader does: stayed focused, played smart basketball, and delivered in the clutch. She didn't need to resort to cheap shots or trash talk. Her game spoke for itself. While Reese was busy flailing around and barking at refs, Collier was leading her team to victory with poise and precision, and when the moment came to shut Reese up for good, Collier delivered with a game-winning shot and a well-earned seal right in Reese's face. 3 weeks into the season, and Unrivaled is struggling to sell out a studio that seats 800 people. At some point TNT Sports is going to be like, we ain't making no money because we ain't got no ratings, and I mean they don't have any ratings, and she's not pulling them. She had a game last Saturday, didn't even make 80,000 viewers. This person said, you complain about everything, professional life is different and you can't seem to handle it. And let's not forget the internet. Social media had a field day with Reese's meltdown. The memes started rolling and almost immediately fans roasted her 7 turnovers, her missed layups, and of course her final possession blunder. Some even joked that she was trying to set a record for the most embarrassing plays in a single game. One tweet summed it up perfectly: Angel Reese talks like she's Shaw but plays like a YMCA hooper who just learned the rules. Others pointed out how Reese's entire game is built on unnecessary aggression rather than actual skill, and this performance was just more proof